We live? All right, hey guys, welcome to Dynasty Nerds Film Nerds Edition. On this podcast, this stream, this video cast, I never know what to call it. JVAC always makes fun of me for it. Our purpose is to look at highlights and lowlights. We're strengths and weaknesses. It's both. You're going to hear us be negative. That's important. We're going to be positive. We're going to look at how this stuff's going to translate to the NFL, what the player can develop. Do they need to add weight? Do they need to add explosiveness? All that kind of stuff. It's all of the nitty gritty details. Okay. If you want to join in, you can do that. We have a chat. We'd love to interact with you guys, answer questions if we can. And that's all I got. So we got Garrett with us. How you doing, Garrett?
I'm doing good, buddy. How are you doing?
I bet. What team is that hat? What do we got?
Cleveland Indians, man.
Cleveland Indians. Okay.
Yeah, go Tribe.
All right, man. How's JWAC doing? JWAC does so much work, by the way. I want to thank him literally every time we do this stream. He sets up the graphics, the videos, puts it all together. I don't even know how he does it. It's like a game that you're playing, but you don't even know what the rules are to the game. That's how he does it. So thank you, JWAC, and how you doing, man? I know, man. That's the thing, man. When you have a job and you got all this other stuff going on, you gotta grind away. So today we have Keaontay Ingram and Journey Brown. If you guys haven't watched, we do this every week. We're on episode 26 now? Is that right? 25. So there's so many of these episodes. I think we've continually gotten better as this has happened. I figured out that my mic was the wrong way, by the way. If you couldn't hear me the first ones, I apologize.
It was backwards.
Yeah, I had it facing this way. So or I had it turned wrong. Yeah.
That's
but
hilarious.
But I think it's better. So go back and watch them. We've went over Jamar Chase and Bateman and Waddle and Devontae Smith. We've went over Lawrence and Fields last week. So we have so much stuff already done, and we're going to keep doing more. If you have guys you want us to watch, let us know. We're open to that as well. So we're going to start off with who we got, JWAC. Dude.
Crazy. I mean, for fantasy purposes, which, obviously we're breaking down film, but it's all through the lens of fantasy football. So for fantasy football purposes, other than just staying put in Jacksonville, this is probably the best case scenario for Leonard Fournette. I can't think of any space that would be better suited for fantasy production.
Well, I mean, he goes to a Super Bowl contender with the GOAT in Florida, a couple hours away, and he's going to be a free agent after the year. Like, it's literally the best case scenario for him in terms of like destination. I don't know in terms of how they're going to split up the pie. It could be really good.
I don't know that he'll get as many touches as you would like want him to, but they're going to probably be like better touches than they were in Jacksonville.
Yep.
For sure. If it had been Kansas City, the rumor was like he was the true backup. Like it wasn't like they were sharing time or, one of these other like juicy lane. The only other spot that I thought made sense at all was Washington, just because it would be the same type of thing as Jacksonville, where he'll get a lot of touches. They'll all be sucky touches, but he'll get the ball a lot.
Oh, the football team from Washington. You know what's interesting I thought about with this is, and I don't know how long you guys have been doing this film for, but do you remember Fournette in college?
Mm-hmm.
He was insane. Like that Auburn game, just like throwing guys around. He was just a beast. He had the ankle injury a little bit, but just such a beast. And you never know what's going to happen in the NFL. Chris McCaffrey was like really good, but then we're like, he's too small. And now he's like this stud. Like you never really know. Like we all thought Fournette was going to be really good. Like he wasn't going to be perfect, but he's going to be really good. And he's been low end RB1.
Right.
But and we got two guys now, and I don't think either of these guys are going to be outstanding, but they could be. Like, we really don't know.
Yeah. We're just giving educated guesses.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well,
It is just a 1 year deal.
yeah, it's 1 year.
Yep. But more money than I had expected. Like with bonuses and stuff like that, it could be upwards of like 3.5 million.
The other thing to think about here is, so we were all pretty high in Keaontay. That's what we're talking about. Keyshawn Vaughn. Keyshawn Vaughn didn't have a good camp. We've heard a lot of things off the field, maybe learning, things just not going well. This is a really good thing for him. He can sit, he can learn, and he's going to plummet in dynasty value. I don't think
possible. I think McCoy will be the one. I think McCoy will be the odd man out.
Yeah. Well, you don't spend a third and cut him normally, but this is the time to acquire him. If you think about it, like this news comes in, people are like, I'm not going to get anything from him this year, because you're not, unless there's massive injuries. He's talented. What do you think it would cost to get him from a frustrated owner?
Third.
Yeah, I toss a third for him.
I absolutely would. Like, I still remember watching the tape and believing that the ability. I didn't think he was the next Saquon Barkley or anything like that, but I thought he could be a productive NFL running back, and I still believe that on pure talent. Mm-hmm. So we'll see if he gets the other stuff, the maturity stuff, all figured out or not.
Mm-hmm. Looks like my mic was muted the whole time.
Oh, were you trying to say something?
No, my mic's been muted the whole stream so far, but hey, it's all right.
Oh wow!
That's so we've just been talking,
communicating with nothing. It's all right. Nothing good comes out of his mouth. You probably wouldn't have been able to understand me anyway.
Wow. Yeah, it's just J-Wack. So
yeah, it's just me. Just saying I'm pissed about Rojo.
So let's get into Keaontay Ingram.
Okay.
Garrett, you got some backup, right?
Yeah, just a little bit on Keaontay. He was a 4-star guy coming out of high school, and he had a really productive freshman season. People were really, really excited about his freshman season. Sophomore season starts off okay. We get some injuries, we get some certain things, and then he really, really starts to scuffle. We have the backup quarterback that's splitting time with him his sophomore season. So there's a lot of question marks. He was a highly regarded player, lots of hype, but now his stars faded a little bit. So it'll be interesting to dig in to see if we think that he can regain some of the hype that he had as a freshman, or if he's more of what we saw as a sophomore.
Mm-hmm. I think he had a knee injury. He's wearing a brace. I kind of wondered if that was part of his explosiveness issue. And then he also has gained a lot of weight. He was 190, I think, or 185, 190, and weight was going to be an issue. Now he's up to 222, I think. Or Gary, you said 230, right?
222. I looked on the roster right before we got on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely has put on a lot of weight since coming into school. Mm. But let's get into it. Garrett, we got you up first here versus Kansas State.
So before we start, I feel bad already because I watched 2 games. This was the second game that I watched, and I actually just decided to just use this game because I thought it epitomized what I saw very well. There's a lot of things that are very concerning, but there's also some things that offer some glimmers of hope. So it starts off kind of ugly, and I'm going to seem like a big jerk early on, but there is some glimmer of hope late. So ride with me on this. Ride with me.
But hey,
maybe you can be the jerk this episode. That won't be it.
I'm definitely going to be the jerk on Ingram. That's for sure.
What we're looking at is, are they going to be fantasy producers at the next level? That's all we're worried about. So let's dive in here.
All right. So with this one, go ahead and run it through, and then go ahead and run it through from the end zone view, because that's where you can kind of really get the best look. Here it doesn't look like that bad of a play. Looks like he might have, gained some extra yards. But look what he does. He literally just ran straight into the back of his guard. He had a hole open to his left, and he literally ran face first right into his guard. I don't really know how to justify that.
Like A.J. Dillon out here.
Yeah, Raquel Armstead. Saw that a lot at Temple with him.
And I'm glad you showed this because I actually noticed this in some of the – I didn't put him in as my cut-ups, but when I was watching him, he did this a lot. Like, it seems like he doesn't have complete control over his, actions in a way.
Yeah.
Here's my positive spin on this. Okay.
Wow.
Look at you switching roles. All right, go ahead, Nick. I
So
see you.
If you look, it's a terrible play by the right guard. That's the only double team that you have. And
Right.
if you think about it, that's where you would naturally think the play would open up, and then they would climb up to number 4. So maybe the play design, and he's thinking, hey, eventually it's going to open there.
Yeah.
That's the only. Hey,
Well,
someone's
maybe.
got to be positive here. So there you
Yeah,
go.
I mean, there you go. But if I'm bearing my face mask into the back of my guard, I'm a little bit concerned.
They're talking about the program C2C league we're in right now. I guess
Uh-oh.
Phil's got
Sorry,
him.
Phil. You're not gonna like this, buddy.
I don't hate him. I'll just say
Someone,
that.
Phil, make sure no one's watching so you can sell them. I'm not saying he's an automatic sell, Phil. Not yet, anyway. From
Damn.
what I saw.
Phil, tell us
All right.
about the line there. All right, 1st and 10.
So once again, gained quite a bit of weight. We'll let this one run out. So he gets the option play here, and he couldn't make the turn. He just couldn't make the turn, and he more or less fell before he even had the opportunity to get tackled.
Yeah, cut off the wrong foot.
Yep. The agility that you would hope for out of a running back doesn't really seem to be there. This was just one of several plays like this that I saw in this game specifically. Same thing with the Iowa State game, where he has trouble making these turns. It's like a semi trying to make a right turn here. I don't know.
Yeah, this isn't what he's good at.
No,
He's not really a guy you want to get, like, he's not a space
he's not an
player.
in-space guy.
Yeah.
No, he's a slasher.
Yep, north and south. Plant
Alright.
your foot and go. All right, 3rd time's the charm, right?
Man, this
Second.
Play
I've
4
never
will be
seen
good.
This negative. I've never seen
Play 4 will be good because play 3 wasn't.
Garrett had a bad week. He's like, let's take it out on this
Poor
guy.
Ingram. He made the catch. But then he fell again. I couldn't quite tell if he kicked the foot of his blocker,
Hey,
and that's
a
what
trip
did
right
it.
here.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
right there.
But either way, like,
Garrett.
I'm sorry, you're falling. This is like 4 plays into the first quarter, guys. And these are what I'm running into. When you're doing multiple things like this in the open field, you're running into the backs of your defensive linemen or offensive linemen. There's just a lot of stuff that made me very concerned. However,
Got
there's some glimmer of hope.
That snipe.
After this play, there are some glimmers of hope.
Man. You're a dick.
I'm just
Dude,
gonna watch at this point. I'm just gonna watch.
I had 4 more plays. I cut them out. It was bad. This is what he does best. And this is what, if he can be utilized in an offense where, we talked about Leonard Fournette. If he can be used, because he's going to be similar to that Leonard Fournette type of running back, he needs to get north and south. And when he does, and when he gets ahead of steam, he is difficult to bring down. He can break a lot of those arm tackles. And so, and it was a good subtle move that he had right there to be able to, avoid the blitzing linebacker, gets upfield, keeps his balance, makes a nice run here. So I was very discouraged until I saw this play, and I was like, okay, I see the glimpse of what could potentially be with a guy like Keaontay Ingram.
Yeah, this is the positive I see a lot with him. Breaking tackles, running between the tackles, in line.
Nick, you don't have a lot to say right now.
I'm just
Are you
letting
in
you-
love with Ingram and I'm hurting your feelings?
No,
or-
I'm just letting you do your thing, man. I mean, it's,
Okay. All right. I'm just making sure. I didn't want to offend.
you're not offended. It's just, I've never heard you this negative, dude. It's like you had a bad day. Someone like a bird pooped on your car, went like windshield. Your kids are like sick. Wife yelled at you.
Dude,
you decide to look at Ingram, and
it's
you're like,
actually been a really good week. It was
Screw
just
you,
it was
Ingram.
such a bad like there was a I won't get into it.
He said,
But
"Man,
that was a good play.
Let's
That
put
was a good
Garrett's
play.
tape on."
you tweeted something about this, and then Ingram said something negative. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get you.
Listen to this.
Ingram blocked him too.
Oh,
Sliding in the DMs too much.
So real good patience here. For knocking him for his vision of just running straight into the back of his offensive lineman here. Good little bit of patience here. Waits for this to open up, finds a crease, gets skinny, and then breaks a couple tackles. That was a very positive run. I know he didn't get huge gains, huge yardage, but he broke a couple of tackles in there, and he waited for the right opportunity to hit that hole. I thought that this was an excellent run, probably the best run that I saw.
I mean, it's a lot of junk. That's the thing that people forget about running back is a lot of playing running back is junk yards. You know, when you have the huge lane and you run through it, and man, let's see this four speed or whatever. Like that's so few. Like this is what it is. So right here, he goes, he makes the read, he looks, he sees the safety come down. There's a hole there, decides not to, cuts back, breaks tackle from 44, and then he's stepping over feet. Okay, the receiver kicked him in the knee, but here he gets over it all. This is balance. This is patience. This is a little strength, toughness.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
good.
A pretty good run.
7-8 yard gain.
It's funny. These two running backs we're doing tonight are pretty much opposites.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You got
Last
third
one
quarter,
here for me, I think.
2nd and 10.
Thank goodness.
Seems he stumbled.
Yep. So once again, a little bit of both. Actually, a really good hole for him there. He has good vision, cuts through, but you can even see like he goes to make a move and he somewhat trips himself up. He just doesn't have the agility that I think in the burst to really be a big contributor and a big factor at the next level. So I'm thinking he's a mid to late day 3 guy. Guy that you're going to pick in your 5th round, 6th round. And I think he could be a serviceable backup, but I don't know that you're ever going to see him be a consistent starter on the next level.
Yeah, he's a roll guy.
Yep.
For sure. I've seen mocks with him going like 4th or 5th round. So
He hasn't proven enough yet. I mean, that's fair. He hasn't proven enough yet.
I think he's still learning to play with his weight.
Well, I mean, he's had 2 years already.
Yeah. I just like giving him the benefit of the doubt. All right. On to me here.
Matt says, can we put Journey Brown on now?
I know.
You're not gonna be as excited about Journey Brown either.
Coming soon. We'll see. A little overblown, maybe. 1st and 10 versus who's the opponent here? TCU. Look at those helmets and jerseys.
Look at the logo.
Jake Burns is excited.
Horn frog.
Yep. Ooh.
That was a nice run.
Yeah, this is a nice run. I like the patience here at the line of scrimmage, picking his way, working through the junk like we just talked about, making a man miss, getting the second level. I thought his feet were really efficient here.
Spin move didn't work in Garrett's one, and it worked here.
Yep. Yeah, not many wasted steps. Finds it. Good vision. Works he just lets the line work, you know? Yeah, I really like this run.
Yeah, and that was really good control there, which, like I said before, I didn't see a ton of it, but really good control there to be able to get the spin and then straight back upfield.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I like, and you guys know, I'm so annoyed with Montgomery and Akers did this a little bit. The guys that hop back there, right here's a perfect instance. You want your cleats in the ground. So here a little bit, plants, and then he's able to cut. When you're in the ground, you can move a lot quicker than when you're hopping and you're losing your momentum and doing this stuff. So
same with quarterbacking. Yep.
People predicting. I love Ingram.
What'd you say? Prediction: Nick loves Ingram. Garrett loves Brown.
Are you an Ingram stan now?
You'll find out soon.
I actually like this run here. Thought it was a good cut to get outside, and then right away gets low, gets his pads down, gets north and south.
And that's so reactionary. Look at that. He had no idea that guy's out there. Then
Yeah. So I thought this was another really efficient play. There's a guy in the hole, jump cut. Then immediately, as soon as he lands, there's nothing wasted here. Gets his pads down, braces for
could have went
contact.
outside again.
I was going to say, I think he should have kept going, honestly.
I don't know if he would have got there.
Maybe not, but he would have at least given himself a shot at it.
Yeah.
See,
I
that-
got his body turned.
That's not the type of player he is. I think this is just understanding like who he is as a runner.
And I'm never mad with a guy getting positive yards.
Yeah. This is a better angle. Good run. Was it 6
Yeah,
yards?
that guy heads outside half, I guess. Yeah.
Let's see here. We got what's the next game here? Kansas.
Kansas.
I want to do Puka Williams, running back from Kansas.
Look, it's fun.
He's
if
fun.
If we're gonna do one like that, we have to combine
What's
a
that
bunch
supposed
of
to
these
mean?
guys. We have
What's
to do
that supposed to
Puka,
mean?
and we have to get the kid from Louisville. Like they're like the same
Javion?
guy.
Hawkins.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
get the guys that are like small and get themselves small and like,
Yeah.
but they're ballers. You know.
Yeah, I'd like to do both those
I'd be
guys
fine with that.
Yeah.
next week.
Maybe.
JY, what's that supposed to mean? It gets all defensive.
That kind of episode. Like I thought you meant like bottom of the barrel players or something.
No, I like Puka. He's just tiny, man.
Yeah.
You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of what Tavon Austin would be like if they kept him at running back.
I don't hate that.
I'll never forget that Oklahoma game. Did you guys ever remember that game?
Oh,
Am I
yeah.
just
Dude was
speaking the
nuts.
That was amazing. They could not tackle Tavon.
Yeah, so this one here, I thought he missed it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Puka still. His Oklahoma game was nuts his freshman year.
So I think he should cut left.
Right.
Well,
He's right.
Our
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, he kind of just shook to go straight.
I mean, even his left here too.
Like,
That's
he just
literally the
kind of
worst
ran into the
decision.
tacklers.
Yeah, there's a two-way lane here. I just thought it was another little instance that Garrett showed earlier, him running into his blockers. Or running right
It's
into
like you
a
could pick
tackler.
A or B, and he picked or. You're like,
Or
Yeah. So
that was decision by indecision there.
yeah, it's like hit or miss with him, and I think both of these guys are guys that anybody, you got to throw on the whole tape. You know, we try our best to show you positives and negatives. A lot of it ends up being, most of it ends up being positives because we want to give you guys a good show, show you good plays. No one wants to sit here and watch a bunch of bad plays, but you have to watch the whole tape, especially with Journey Brown.
Well, and the problem is like people don't look at highlight tapes. Hey, one quick thing on that, J-Wack, that
Yeah.
last play. What's the situation? Is it just to convert?
That
was the only thing I could think of.
Let me see.
No.
I have
It's
it.
a second right there.
Second down.
What is this? I don't know. Maybe they're like, hey, just get the first down.
First
second
and down. First and 10.
Yeah, first. Looks like it said second up
It's
there.
a second.
Yeah, it does. Huh, that's wrong.
Yeah, it's a second too. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. They're like, hey, just plow and get the first down here.
Yep. Good call.
I don't know.
I
You know.
guess.
No, that's true. I mean, I've nothing wrong with getting a first down, dude.
Yeah.
Still.
I mean, I love the holes that are open. I would rather him do that. But if the coaches are like, I don't care, just make sure
Yeah.
you don't mess it up and not get a first down. I don't know. Just an idea. It's not a good read. I'm not saying that, but
Yeah.
Right. Could have made a good play better.
Yep.
All right, what's the situation here?
Looks like first down.
I didn't get
First
it on
and
this
10.
one. Yeah, first
Yeah,
and
you
10.
can see it up top though.
Phil said Nick tried. I don't love Ingram, guys. My goodness.
He did coming out though, right? Like
I liked him coming out. I didn't
Yeah.
like him as much after this year. I liked him
Right.
a lot more coming out of high school.
Yeah, so on this play, I thought he does a nice job of pressing The outside here.
That's sexy.
Yeah. This is a good angle of it. Yeah, I'll let it run.
Oh, yeah, there's a huge hole there.
Yeah, real big hole. But
it was good to see it, though, because that was
technique.
almost behind him by that point.
Right. Good technique on how to run this play.
So, okay, I'm going to say negative here. Joe, can you stop it right when he makes that cut?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now he needs to angle out a lot more. Okay, and like hug that blocker and make that wider. So if you want to point or whatever, and then watch how much he goes north and south.
Yeah.
And then gets tackled by the safety right away. Like, you know what I mean? Get towards the sideline. That's where you're going to get more yards versus inside here.
Yeah.
And he gets. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like right there. Why aren't you by the numbers?
Yeah, you should be widening.
Mm.
Whiteboard. It's tough to use sometimes. Like I have to go back to 2 different screens.
Oh no, you're fine. But I mean, I think people got what I was saying there, right?
Free
I mean, that's the same thing. That's making a good play.
Hold my dick.
Great. You know what I mean?
Remember that video, dude?
Yes.
Oh, so good. That's a classic, man.
You never know what's going to happen with J-Wack. I'm telling you.
Dude, everybody loves that video. 2nd and 5. Where we at here?
Well, that's a good cut.
Yeah. So, my note here is I think he unnecessarily runs into contact. I see what he's trying to do with the cut. But
I just don't think he was able to bend it quite that quick.
right. Thought he just could have stayed with it. Cut to the bottom of the steer there.
I just think it's a heck of a play by that backer. He
That was a good play.
he's right. He fills that hole, comes back. That lineman like barely touches it. I think he just assumes the lineman's going to block maybe part of him, and he doesn't.
Yeah.
What a terrible play by 68. My goodness, dude. Missed. Dude, he did like a
But
full
still,
360.
still a good run. Still a good run.
Yep.
I wish what I would have wished here, actually, Joe, if you want to do it one more time, is after he makes the cut, he gets some contact. Go wider here. Keep going wider.
Yeah.
I think he just gets north and south. It's like, I'll just, maybe not.
I was gonna say, I think the outside backer there would have got him.
Right. Is this mine?
Yeah, I think this is the last.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Let's see. Let's let it run the other way. I think this is another one where I wish I wanted him to hit it tighter, right off the butt of his.
Yep.
Right off the butt of his tackle here.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of runs right in the back of his lineman again, or just. This is the one I said unnecessarily runs into contact. I have my notes mixed
That
up.
makes more sense.
Yeah. So if he holds it tighter, he's gonna get more yards. Still does a nice job of running his feet.
Yep.
Can you go back one more
That's
time?
the kind of runner he is.
Can you go one more time?
Mm-hmm. 1 or 2?
That's fine. So what I was thinking of here is like, is he, because that hole is there. And you're like, well, is he late reacting to that? Or is he thinking that he was going to hit it further left? You know what I mean? And then 97 comes off. Great. And he's like, okay, I have to make this cut late.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out, because it's inside zone. You know what I mean? And there's that double team. And again, this double team doesn't work. Like maybe they're just bad at double teaming. He's thinking, hey, I'm going to get through there. And then 97 just blows that up. I don't know. I'm just trying to like think of.
Yeah.
Because it's a late reaction, but why is it a late reaction?
Still just another. This is the kind of running back he is, just a physical running back.
Mm-hmm. Which is so weird when you would have seen him out of high school,
right?
Freshman year, like not him.
And I actually thought, we haven't shown many clips of it yet, but I actually thought he displayed some pretty good hands. He's a pretty good pass
really
catcher.
good hands.
Yeah.
That's I think that and his hard cutting ability are his two best assets.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Breaks arm tackles pretty. He actually, he reminds me a little bit of DJ Dallas.
Don't know. Stop.
I just wanted to say that.
He's better than DJ Dallas.
Night, Nick.
Oh, man, we're missing the chat here, dude. What's up, guys? Oh, we both yawn. Give it to us straight. That's all we do, boy. Doesn't keep his eyes up when he's close to contact. Misses a lot of holes. Yeah, that's kind of what I noticed. He's kind of hit or miss with his vision. All right, Nick, you're up, buddy.
Oh, this is me?
Yep.
RB version of James Winston.
I don't even remember what clips I picked. So we'll also have to watch and then we'll figure out what I was going to say.
It's a nice run. Whoop, whoop.
So to me, this is a lot of reaction. And this talks a little bit about his toolbox because he's supposed to hit this inside of the second guard. That's where this play's supposed to hit. And if you look, defender blows it up. So then he reacts and jumps outside. So watch that 20. Watch him come inside of 968.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Hole not there.
Mm-hmm.
Got to go out. I got to hurdle. Oh, there's another guy here. That's not by design. You're not I'm going to hurdle this guy by design. It's just,
That's not how you draw it up in your offense, Nick?
Sometimes I do.
Intentional hurdles.
Sometimes I do fun stuff.
It's a good run.
Remember that slot guy that faked he had a heart attack and fell down? Remember that clip?
See, I don't think he's that bad.
No.
I don't think
I think that's a fantastic run when there's nothing in the designed hole.
Yeah,
that's creativity.
From a fantasy standpoint,
He's not going to be a starter.
No,
unless he fixes some stuff.
I'd probably try to trade him if I'm holding him in Devy and C2C leagues right now.
That's the thing. I think his name is bigger than his ability, and I think that's my issue.
Well, okay, let's finish my clips, and then we can talk about it. I have some ideas.
3rd 5.
Nick's in love.
I'm not in love.
Let's finish my clips, all right? Get back to my clips.
You guys do all your stuff. To me, this is really patient. And he's tough.
All right, that one's over. All right, on the...
He's right here. He wants to hit backside.
Yeah.
And he sets up everybody, which I thought is really good. It's a terrible tackle attempts by this guy, but, still
really bad, yeah.
Spins off, throws him off. Physical.
He's figuring it out here.
Honestly, this is supposed to hit backside, and 20 came down. He's like, oh, can't do that now.
Yeah.
Yep, and he saw 31 coming down as well.
Mm. Come on, 3, bring it.
Get that ball in tight.
3 goes after it here.
Yeah. Get off me, little boy.
Yep.
Yeah, good run here, Nick. 1st and 10.
Al said he's waiting for your Rams cop. I got one ready for it actually already.
Yeah.
Zach Stacy.
I love Zach Stacy coming out. Oh, you have no idea. I love Zach Stacy coming out.
Never trust a guy with 2 first names.
Oh, it's always a crowd pleaser. What are you talking about?
Are you going to talk about this play at all, or are you just going to let it run?
He's just going to enjoy it.
Why can't we just watch?
Just kidding.
To me, it's again, reactionary. He wanted to hit backside, comes front side, makes a nice cut off of it. I mean, it's a big hole. I get it. But right there, he wanted to hit back there.
Mm-hmm.
And still finishes tough. I mean, I just think that's who he is. I think he makes some hard cuts.
Yeah.
He's on balance.
Run it back real quick, though. I don't know why he initially was looking to. Why he cut it back inside. Why wasn't he always just going there? Like he had to kind of bend it back.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep. I think
that was unnecessary, and I think he wasted some time in that and not getting to the hole. He could have got a few more yards.
To me, I think after that he has a choice. 11 stays outside here. Go back again.
11. See him out there.
11's outside there. See?
Outside backer.
So then it's 2 for 2, and then it's 11 stays way out. I don't know. Maybe not.
So
it's weird. It's weird that he thought that hole was going to be backside. I don't know if that was the design, or if he's like hesitating, so blocks for him and then goes front side. That's a weird concept because he's done that twice now. If you look, those are the last 2 plays. So I don't know if that like concept wasn't working or not.
Is Zach Stacy your Rams comp then?
No, Zach Stacy was a lot smaller, a lot more compact. Ingram's long.
Who would you say?
Let me think on it a little more.
Real poor man's Steven Jackson.
You just don't want to give me the credit.
Steven Jackson.
Steven Jackson was like 6'4", wasn't he?
Yeah,
Steven Jackson was 6'2", 240 and ran a 4.45.
Tank.
That's why I know Ray likes to talk about Najee, but Steven Jackson is 240, ran a 4.45. Najee's like 225 and he's probably going to run a 4.55.
Yeah.
Maybe. Like, that's a big difference. Steven Jackson was amazing. Where did you go to school?
Oklahoma State.
Oregon State.
Oregon State, nice.
Ah, damn it. I said Oklahoma State.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to talk about hands.
For both.
Hands and reaction ability and cutting. Yeah, this is fantastic play. These are back-to-back plays, by the way.
Oh, damn, son.
So in the same time, we have my most negative plays in any one set and Nick's least amount of negative plays in any one set.
Yep. I mean, sometimes that's how it is, though. We break up these games,
and it's true. Some guys just have really good games, and sometimes they just have rough ones.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're and the other part of this too, and just being honest, sometimes our mindset when we watch film gives us bias.
Yep.
You know,
especially
good
if you
mood,
start with a
mood,
bad game.
Good mood, bad mood. Yep.
Look at our Claypool breakdown. Now he's just dominating camp.
We'll see.
I don't see that, but then every Steelers wide receiver is apparently going to break out for some reason. All 4 of them are going to be wide receiver 2s. Just wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great catch. Immediately turns into a runner and makes a guy miss. I love that. He likes that spin.
He does like to spin.
4. He makes 4 guys miss.
Yeah. He uses his body well, too, with leverage. He knows how to get low for a big guy. Is he growing on you, Garrett?
I mean, a little bit. These clips have definitely been better than the 2 games that I saw.
Yeah.
And so I have to be open to that. And like I said, there were some clips later on in the game because most of Iowa State was just bad.
Yeah.
Kansas State had both, so that's why I just used that game. So I mean, I have to be open as I'm watching, and there's definitely some things where he looks like he's a lot more in control than he did in the games that I was watching. Because the games that I was watching, I mean, he was slipping and falling all over the place. He seemed to couldn't keep his feet underneath him. Maybe he had the wrong cleats on. I don't know.
Maybe injured a little bit. Maybe
he's a little bit injured. I mean, there were even blocks where he was just completely whiffing. Like, I didn't even get a chance to show any of that. Which that is one thing I was surprised none of us did. At least in the 2 games I watched, I was underwhelmed with his pass protection from what I saw. He didn't get an opportunity to do a ton of it, but the opportunities I saw didn't look great. But yeah, these games were better than the ones I saw.
Do you have any more, or am I done, J-Back?
No, I think you got this last one here, fourth down, 4th and 2.
Oh, LSU. Here you go. Oh.
What's hold on. What's the
4th and 2.
Damn, it doesn't tell me the score.
I think it's
first quarter though.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Right.
Great play call.
Yeah.
You're a pass catcher. The thing I don't like here, watch his eyes. They look.
He's
I'm
already
not going to
looking
get
for the
hit.
defender. Yeah. And that's just an opportunity. Just catch the ball and fall down. Like, you're already in the end zone.
Yep.
And this is, I will say, this is like a rare. I didn't see him drop any, and I saw him make some really.
He normally has great hands. This is concentration, I think, for sure. Now, my favorite part of this, watch the tight end right here. He's like, yeah. Oh.
It's like that Michigan kid in the stands.
You got one more here, maybe.
Oh, he's got another one.
We're almost at 10:30. 10:10. We put this on the turf.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, though.
Yep. And I saw him fumble 2 times in this game, and those are the most negative things that I saw.
Huh.
I mean, that's opposite arm, which is exactly what you want.
Yeah.
You cannot let that happen.
Nope.
And he had that pretty tight. I mean, did a great job of ripping that out.
It was.
Was
But he got it
that
back.
Is that Queen Phillips? Who was that?
Phillips?
Phillips. Cleveland Brown.
We're going to need him. You hear Mac's only going to be out like 5 to 6 weeks or something?
That's good news because we've lost like
Yeah.
half our defense before the season's even started.
Dude,
I
Delpit's
know.
brutal.
That's
Greedy's banged up too.
Come on, LSU.
So, not a perfect prospect. Here's the part that I'm wondering about. When he was younger, he was much more explosive. So, to me, it's one of 2 things. The added weight has killed him, or the injuries are more than we kind of thought. Maybe he's not completely healthy. See,
Yeah.
he had a brace on.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay, that's fine.
Nope, poop break.
So those are the 2 things that I don't know. If he becomes more explosive again, I'm much more interested. He maybe could be a day 2 guy. If he does not get that, he's definitely a day 3 guy.
Yeah, and once again, when I do my official like evaluation for the class, and that's even assuming he comes out this year, which he would probably be better served to maybe go all 4 years. But like I said, the 2 games that I saw, Iowa State he did not look explosive at all. Like it was pretty pedestrian. And then Kansas State, that was the one that we saw in here. So I will say overall, he seemed to be in better control of his body in these games. He seemed to he looked better. He looked better in these other games that you guys had than the 2 that I ended up just so happening to pick. So we'll see. I'm still not overly enthused on him. He's not a guy that I'm looking to invest in or trade for.
I mean,
but I don't hate it as much as I did coming in.
Yeah, and he, for a bigger guy, good hands. That's one thing, but I don't think we're that far off, Garrett. I mean, because I think he's a day 3 guy. So
Yeah.
and so do you. I don't think we're that far off. I just don't know who he is because I liked what he was early on. A guy that catches passes and has some explosiveness. Like he was a little bit of like a maybe a poor version of Rojo, or I'll say later NFL career Clinton Portis, where he put on some weight and wasn't as quick again. But this last year wasn't as good. So let me
I'm here too.
talk about. Oh, hi. Jared?
Just
That was a quick poop, man.
Good to hear from you, man.
number 1 today, not 2.
Okay, Journey Brown is our next guy. Okay.
Hold on.
A little bit of an interesting career.
Hold
Eric,
on.
you got to start over because he likes to cut it up for YouTube.
Yeah,
Wait till the
man.
picture
You
gets on there.
gotta wait till the Journey Brown roaring pictures here. Now you may begin.
I don't see it up there.
Yeah, on ours it's still
Why did this happen last time too?
oh well. Either way, go ahead, Nick.
I don't know. I don't know if I trust it.
Bum, bum, bum.
There it is. Okay.
Well, that happened last
So
time.
pretty interesting story for Journey Brown. I mean, he was always kind of a fast guy who played running back, ran for 722 yards in a game in high school, got hardly any love. Late in the process, finally Penn State came around. He's a PA guy. Goes to Penn State. They already got Miles Sanders there. They already got Saquon Barkley there. All red shirt. Good call. Then the next year they have Miles Sanders. They recruit some guy named Ricky Slade, 5-star, everything, great back. People are pumped about. So he doesn't get a lot of playing time. Then this last year, they recruited 2 guys, Devin Ford and Noah Kane, who are both supposed to be, take over because Miles Sanders is gone. Journey Brown's not going to be a whole lot. He only got a few touches the year before. And he really had to earn his touches, and he earned his spot, which I think is really cool. I mean, that's, my comp for him is a Raheem Mostert. You have a guy that people forgot about, great top end speed. Everything else is a little, he can be a good cutter at times, but everything else is a little inconsistent. That's kind of what I see, but that's my comp. So really cool backstory. And I always cheer for guys that aren't, they have to work their way to get their touches.
Yeah, I like that too. He had to earn it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he was the 100-meter state champion in high school too. Ran like a 10.4. He's a burner. So yeah, let's get into it. Garrett, I think you're up here first, my man.
I think I am.
1st and 10. First Indiana.
One thing quick in the chat, I thought this was interesting. Holy Toledo said he's pretty sure Ingram hurt his knee in fall camp last year, so that would explain some
Makes
stuff
sense.
too. Oh, okay.
Wasn't aware of that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if you can go back to the first view, because this one's kind of hard to tell. This is just not a good effort here. He takes the fake. He doesn't try to square up on anybody, and I don't know if 2 guys coming kind of mess with him or what, but he just kind of throws his arms at number 9 here. And fortunately, his quarterback got it out quicker. He would have got smoked on this play. But I just didn't love the effort. I would rather, and like I said, I remember having multiple blitzers coming at you at the same time, and it can be overwhelming. But at least pick one guy and do something with it and give your quarterback a shot.
Yeah, for sure. All right, 1st and 10. Again, what's the score here?
This is much later in the game, so we got a pretty big jump here.
Yeah, 17-14 Penn State.
Second quarter, 5:40 to go. Oof. This is one of the things that he does best, I think. Good vision there, because originally the hole was there. You see the defensive end collapsing inside, quickly bounces it out, and then real quickly gets number 5 to bite too. And it's just that quick one step and back outside. And that was one of the things that I think he did best overall. He's just got really quick feet.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to serve him well moving forward.
It's very twitchy and bursty.
Yep. Twitchy and bursty. You know I love those words.
Can I just make a negative on this?
Yes,
of course, Nick. Go ahead. Ingram's done. Go ahead.
By the way, me and Garrett weren't far off, Jared. So
We really weren't.
What do you
so
mean?
watch where this play starts. So it's what? I don't know.
He has him as like a 4th rounder. I have him like a 5th or 6th. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
So makes this cut. He gains 3 yards.
Mm-hmm.
All of that for 3 yards. Why doesn't he cut up field right there?
Well, I mean, 22 is collapsing right there.
Yeah, but
If he breaks that leg tackle or that arm tackle there, he's got the corner.
Yeah, you're saying keep it north and south here?
Yeah, well, I mean, no, right after 8.
Here?
Right there.
Yeah.
Get up. He can, if he cuts back inside off of safety, he's gone.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Boom, north south.
No, I feel you. Get square.
But this is a little bit of who he is too. He doesn't like
bouncer.
contact.
You're right.
He doesn't like contact.
He doesn't.
He does this more than
I don't know if he doesn't like it.
He does avoid it.
That's what I saw.
Yeah.
I saw him flat out just go to the ground instead of lower his shoulder into a group of 2 guys
Yeah. Okay.
multiple times.
That didn't show up for me as much. I just noticed that he didn't like break tackles very often.
Ooh, that's nice.
So really like this run. Once again, sees everything collapses inside. bounces it outside, and then he's able to keep enough balance. And this is late in the game, and this was another thing I liked with the awareness. He stayed in bounds here. And if you can go back to the clock, I'm trying to remember what it was. I know it was late in the game, and they were up. Yeah, there we go. Fourth quarter, 6 minutes left. They're up by 3.
They're by 3 on Indiana?
I know they should be stomping them. But
He's 5'11", 206. I have here.
Yeah.
Phil.
Yep.
So great job to bounce it outside to get anything there because he wouldn't have otherwise. And then easily could have been tackled there, gets another 3 or 4 yards, and stays in bounds there. Real heady run, real good run.
Reminds me of Najee Harris when we were watching him on that play. Just getting the hand down, fighting for extra yards. First and 10 here. Still Indiana.
Yep.
So explosive, man.
And that's the thing. Like, you're going to see some of these plays, and some of these plays are, the last one wasn't, but this is more of a highlight play, something you would throw in a highlight reel. Makes a couple guys miss, makes one right in the hole miss, another one, and then doesn't quite get that last one. It's a little bit deceiving, though, because even though I didn't find a ton of, like, super negative plays, there wasn't a lot of, like, good plays. It was either – that's a great play that I would throw in a highlight film, or meh.
Exactly.
And that was the hardest part about his tape was there wasn't a lot that I was like, oh, that was awful, that was terrible. And so you'll see, like, I really don't have a ton of negatives, and it'll look more optimistic than I truly feel because a lot of these plays on here, there's not a lot of middle ground. And so that's the difficult part that I found with him. But this was a good run.
Can you go back one more time?
Dude, I couldn't have said that any better. That's exactly how I feel.
Watch number 4 here, the safety. He literally just doesn't want to be there.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, he's like, oh, sorry.
Like that run looks better because really he breaks one tackle.
One there, yeah. That
I guess 2.
too.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But 4 could have easily cleaned him up there.
Well, he should have tackled him, and then I don't know. That's just a bad play. I look at the defense too. I think that's
Safeties,
part of it.
absolutely.
We have a few, like, this running back class is full of super explosive and fast guys, man.
Yeah.
Chuba, Etienne, Brown.
Yep.
Gainwell.
Hawkins.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a ton on him yet. I know people really like him.
He's fun. I like him more than Puka.
Dude.
Yeah, we'll have to break them down. You want to do them next week?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You want to?
This is another one that I think you get a better view of it from the end zone view.
This is wide open.
Yep. Big hole.
That's a big hole.
Yep.
Freiermuth just cleans it up too.
Yep. Now, originally,
He just goes, though.
and that's the thing. Nice cutback. He baited that linebacker, which really helped open that hole.
Right.
And so, or was it the safety? He baited the safety there, which really, number 4 again. Great job, buddy. And then Freiermuth, cleaned it up. And then you just see the speed. Like, he's got wheels. He can make those explosive runs.
Yep.
So I'm going to go positive and negative here, okay? Another positive we're not pointing out here is watch a right guard get immediately beat. So I don't know if his eyes see this and then go backside or if it's designed backside. Because look at that swim. He's already beat.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
He just
He was
fell.
like, oh, can't go there, stops, and then comes back, or they knew pre-snap. But, that's such a big hole. Is that good?
No,
He's
it's
explosive.
it's simply just speed. It's simply just speed. Good cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of guys would give it a lot of yards on that.
Yep.
But you're right.
But not a lot of guys have those, rare, explosive, fast traits. Ingram couldn't have made that play.
Twitchy.
But
No,
Yeah, not like that
Obviously.
anyway.
Obviously.
Could have
Probably
had to run a
scored.
couple guys over.
No. But that's the run where like people are like, oh, Darrell Henderson sucks because look at this hole. That was a big hole too.
Oof, so close.
they call
Got to
him
get in the end zone there.
Why doesn't he widen?
Got to get in the end zone there.
Hell
But
of a
once
run.
again, he does a really good job. Like, I think he has pretty high knees. He runs fairly well with that. I didn't see a ton where those little arm tackles get him. That was something that he did pretty well. Really good balance.
Yeah.
Really good balance on a lot of that. You do want to see him get to the end zone here, so that was disappointing. But once again, another highlight level type run from Journey Brown.
This is way better than the last play.
This is best play yet.
Making that safety miss after being off balance, that's sick.
Reminds me of Miles Sanders' run against Michigan State a couple years ago. Yeah, that's sexy.
It's a really good run. Granted, it's Indiana. You should no, that Rutgers. One wasn't Indiana. That was Rutgers, but you should do that against Rutgers. All right, I think that's it for me.
Yeah, this is on the mind now. I got one clip here versus Pitt, but I just thought he did a real nice job of fitting through this hole and then getting upfield. And I was surprised he got tracked down. I think he just got a little tired here, but
I was surprised when you said Mostert because I don't know that he's as fast as Mostert is.
He's reportedly a 4.3 guy, Journey Brown.
I heard 4.2, 9.
Yeah.
Really? I feel like he gets caught from behind quite a bit for a guy that's supposedly that fast. Like we're talking Henry Ruggs level speed, Chris Johnson level speed.
Dude, getting through that.
Yep.
That's nice.
Got skinny.
Yeah. Get skinny, boy. Great cuts, too. In the midst of fire.
I think he just lets off here. He just waits for the blocking and didn't think he's going to get caught.
Maybe.
But,
I mean, come on. What is 6 doing? Block the dude.
I know, man. I was sitting here waiting for him to score.
You watch ETN?
14
receivers block
terrible.
So well.
They do.
Why doesn't 6 turn around? Guys.
Block somebody. Well, block 15. He does nothing. He doesn't block 15 or the guys behind.
Yeah. So
if you're
dumb.
a receiver, high school, college, you're watching this, block.
Do something.
Look at him. Nothing. You're just running down there with him.
Have you been listening to the wide receiver coach on Hard Knocks?
No.
He's been cracking
hilarious.
me up. Yeah. He's been cracking me up.
I don't have HBO.
F-bomb
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I don't either, but you get a free week with a new email, so.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Watch this attempt by Clifford, though. Come on, man. Come on. Jeez.
Hey, he tried, man.
Nah.
That's more than 6 did.
Yeah.
Barely.
Oh, gosh.
6 did nothing, though. You imagine being the wide receiver coach in that room? You are embarrassing your whole family. What are you doing on this play? Take a lap right now. It's a walkthrough. Take a lap.
Take a lap.
So I just wanted to show off his speed here.
Look at this. That's just...
See ya.
Yeah, he's just killing everybody's angles.
I've seen this play before. Watch Winfield. Winfield's like taking that angle and doesn't even close it.
No.
And Winfield's decent. I like him.
Yeah, he went to, second round of the Bucks?
Yep. You can see from another angle. Go to the other side. Just watch Winfield try to close it.
I wanted Winfield on the Browns.
That's a long way for him to go, but watch here. So he's trying to close that, like, just outran your angle, bro.
Yeah. But I thought he actually made the right read here by used his tight end as a shield. Knew he could beat him to the outside.
Nope, that's great vision.
Pretty wide open hole at the same time, but
we have not put negative plays on here at all. I can't remember what I picked.
Well, the hard part was there wasn't anything gross. Like I didn't have any gross plays to put on.
What Garrett said was pretty. I mean, Garrett had the one poor pass pro to start off, but I mean, what Garrett said was exactly how I felt. Like there was just a lot of like tackle the line of scrimmage, but it really wasn't his fault. Like. So Nick, I think this is that hopping that you talk about, but I thought he did a nice job there of letting his blocks develop. But he always is trying to get outside. You notice that?
That's all he does.
Yeah, he's just a bouncer. He wants to bounce it.
And honestly, that's what I love so much about ETN is I think ETN eats so much more because he's so aggressive with his athletic ability. That's the difference between him and Hubbard and Journey and so many other guys that, sure, going outside, you can get more yards sometimes. But when you can hit it and you beat a safety in the middle, you're gone.
There's no angle to catch that.
No.
Watch how this opens up, though, man. Look at that. Woo.
Yeah, you can go either way.
Yeah, I'd say he has a two-way go there.
Good one, right.
Nice job of making this guy miss, though. This guy comes off, makes him miss in the hole.
That's kind of an easy miss, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But
he's so far over.
Gets a big gain. 1st and 10 again. This is my last one, guys. I only had 4 for Brown in the 2 games I watched.
Only 4. You went under the limit, J-Wack.
He's making up for last week.
Oh, true. That. we both went over last week.
Yeah, you did.
Those were great episodes, though. If you guys didn't watch them, we did Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields last week.
So much fun.
Yeah, great catch here. I actually think this might be his forte, the next level.
More of a pass catcher, 3rd down.
Yeah, more of a pass catcher, Nyheim Hines type.
I don't know if he's that great of a pass catcher, though. Hines is a former receiver.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like when I watched him, like he's making catches like this, making them at his shoelaces. Ball behind him, good adjustment.
That's a really good catch.
Turns into a runner. I saw quite a few of them.
One of the guys
But he only had 15 catches on the year, so he didn't really catch the ball too much.
Yeah,
They also split.
I mean, his numbers overall on stuff were low just because he really didn't get the job till halfway through the season.
Exactly. Like, yeah, he split a lot of time.
So one guy over here said, you got to watch the Memphis game. I watched the Memphis game, so I got you. So,
Here we go.
This is the best game.
Highlights, but there's also some other stuff. So
Even 200 yards in this game, right, Nick?
yeah, it was.
And his best play of the year is definitely in this game. I'm assuming you put that one in here, right?
This is the bowl game.
I got you.
Yeah. Yes, that play's sexy. Good catch there.
So positive and negative, right? I don't know. I mean, it's a catch. I don't know. It's a bubble. It's just a
Right. Good hands
flare,
catch.
but avoids here, doing what he always does outside. Then here, okay, you're running back. Go get some yards.
Nah. He actually could have cut back in whoever the white guy there is. I can't see his number.
Yeah, he could have
cut back there, and then if the tight end goes up and blocks, he could have had a lane.
Right, Freiermuth, yeah. But right here, why? I know his momentum was taking there, but then he gets north and south, and then immediately goes outside.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna
There's
say
more. There's more yards in there, man. This is a running back. You can't go outside everybody. You just can't.
Yeah, he seems to kind of always moving at 1,000 miles an hour once he gets going.
Yeah, not as under control as someone like Ingram, right?
And if he does come under control here, he could probably make that play. But
He's not under control?
I haven't seen him fall yet. I'll say that.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen Ingram get stood up and go outside by a corner and got no more yards after.
Yeah, because he didn't make it to the corner.
All right.
1st and 10. They're opposites, like we said earlier.
I
They're
think
opposites.
this is the play. This is the play.
This is the play.
The play.
Yep.
Everybody's like, who's this dude?
Ooh, stiff arm. Get off me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just sexy. 2 stiff arm breaking tackles.
Yeah.
Carries a guy for a couple more yards.
So, but okay, it looks great, but I think we all can agree his power isn't as good as people think.
No, he's got a good stiff arm.
At all. So
this is best right here.
This guy stiff arms. Go back. This guy's getting blocked or about to get blocked, going this way. That's a pretty easy stiff arm, right? His momentum's going here, then he tries to grab him.
Yep.
Fairly easy. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a
I'll
good
give him
one.
that one. That's a good one. He's a good stiff arm.
He does. Yeah, because he had used it on a couple of the plays I had as well.
Right. And he carried him, I don't know, maybe 2 yards a little bit with his momentum. Like, it looks so much better, I think, than it kind of is. I see one good play, that guy right there. The rest, it's like that. You should, like, if the guy comes behind you, you shouldn't crumble to the ground.
Right.
Any running back that weighs 206 should carry a guy maybe a yard.
It's a pretty good hole.
Right.
Yeah, good hole. I mean, sheds this terrible
this blocker,
tackle.
or this tackle here. Yep.
Yep.
So, 3
But I mean,
you gotta keep your head in front.
tackles and
Yeah, head behind.
it's his best run of the year.
It's a good play, but I think it's hyped a little more than it should be.
Oh yeah, I mean, you throw that on a highlight film. That's sexy, right?
Right. But I'm like, man, those guys had some, like, I don't know.
Yeah, when you really break it down like you just did.
Right. Like that one when he's off balance and made the guy cut was way better, I think, than this.
It was
play.
way better. Yep, I agree.
And I didn't see a ton of that. Like that play right there. Like Garrett said, there's a lot of these highlight plays, like 2 or 3, and then there's a lot of just meh. I'd love to see him get more volume.
So this is speed. Oh, never mind. This isn't that play. So
This
here's
is speed dies.
So look at this.
What was that? Some sort of trap? What was happening there?
Yeah, I don't know. Tackle pulls around.
Yeah, they both shot the gap. But here, watch how easy he goes down with an arm. It's only an arm. Literally stopped
pulls
right
him
in
backwards.
his tracks. That's upright runner. That's lack of power. That's lack of fight. Like he's just like, all right, I'm going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
You brace a little. I mean,
And
that lower your shoulder right there.
Show it from the other angle again, J-Wack. Yeah, go ahead and run it through. Yeah, because 41's really the last guy there.
This is it.
He
He's
breaks
gone.
that one arm tackle.
Gone.
He's to the house.
That's a huge hole.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Yep.
And this is what I saw. Like I know, like the stiff arms there, but man, the rest of there's no power in his game, like none. He doesn't want it either. Like there's a mentality where he always bounces outside, and just doesn't want it. Look at this speed. This is just stupid.
Yep.
You're saying he's not Mostert? Look at that. That looks like Mostert.
He's so fast.
I mean,
He lets up.
it's tough. It's tough to tell on that. Like he could be, but I don't know. I saw him got tracked down a lot.
These guys aren't even close to closing.
1,000.
they're not
2,
really
1,000,
trying that hard
3,
either.
1,000. 4-3.
4-3.
There
You got
it
it.
is. J-Mac just did it.
You're gonna be like what's his name that's always at the combine?
Oh,
Charlie something or
Yeah, Charlie Casserly or something.
yeah.
Kevin Harrington asks, has tonight changed how you view Journey in comparison to Chuba and ETN? I was really interested in doing this one because I haven't broken down Journey yet, and he's kind of what he is, what I thought he was. He's not in that top tier of running backs for me for this class. No. I look at him as.
I'm sorry that you're done.
No, I am done. Go ahead.
I'm less impressed with Journey Brown. I still have more plays in the game to go, but
Yeah, right.
as we did this twice, but I'm less impressed with him because he kind of, as J-Wack said, he is what he is. He's a fast guy that does good on the outside and big holes, but the rest of it's not there. He needs to get power. He needs to run with good contact balance. He needs to be a running back. He's kind of playing like it's like high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I clearly have ETN, Najee, Gainwell, Chuba. All 4 of those guys are clearly ahead of him.
Yep.
And he's kind of going to be in that tier with trying to think of some other guys that I would have in a similar tier, like Kylan Hill.
Ugh.
Kylan Hill's trash.
Trash.
I like Kylan Hill.
I know you do. It's all right. You're allowed to like.
I definitely still have him ahead of Ingram, though. That's for sure.
I mean, I don't hate Journey Brown. I think he's
You don't have Journey ahead of Ingram?
No,
I thought you were talking about Kylan Hill.
Oh,
Kylan
you
Hill,
just rolled your eyes. I was like,
I thought you were just talking about Kylan Hill. I would have Ingram over Kylan Hill. Easy.
No.
Where, if you guys were to guess, we'll do it. We'll do it after Nick's done with his plays here. Good fight there. For him.
Not bad.
I don't know. I just like that guy. Look at this guy. No way he has the momentum. And then I need more than that. I think.
Yeah, I'm not.
Look at 5. Look at 5. All momentum
He gets
gone. No way he does.
5 or 6 yards.
I think that's a very mediocre play. I don't love it or hate it.
I mean,
That's who he is. He's just not.
He sheds one tackler, and then carries D
But,
tackle in a corner.
watch 5, J-Wack. There's no way 5 makes the play. He's flying.
Yeah,
Puts an arm out.
Freaking Browning.
Like he can't make that play. That's not much that he did there to break that. I don't think. And then 9 latches on and he gets 2 yards.
Still
I don't know. I just
didn't get taken down by an arm this time, at least.
right. I'll give him that. But like to
Honestly,
me,
I just think this is a very Matt play. Like I don't have strong feelings one way or another on it.
yep. But to me, it's like that's not a starting running back. That's like a complimentary guy.
Got yanked.
Yep. Again.
Broke
So
right
there,
Tackle.
broke
Broke
there.
right there. Sorry.
You're fine. So you got rid of 32.
And you can see it better from the other angle. He like jerked back.
Yeah. And after that's his style, how upright he is. But like I've rarely seen a back just even in high school. Just it's weird. That's 2 plays like that.
Yeah. I mean, the guy's hanging on him, flying in the air. Gonna fall back a little bit.
But break that. You should break that. Because our hands are like
It's like
separating a little
NCAA
bit.
football 14. You got your one broken tackle in. The next guy, you're gonna fall.
I mean, does he drive his legs after this guy gets there? You know, like there's just parts of being this, you know, one person in here, I don't know if they were honest or not, said 101. You know, I know there's hype with this speed and stuff. The rest just isn't there yet.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was something you saw with ETN, and this is one of those things that like I'm biased about that I love to see is like he would be tackled and you would still see his legs going at times. Like, I mean, his legs are always going.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like here, great stiff arm,
Yeah, gets the first down.
but then doesn't want it at all. Look at this. All right, lower your shoulder, go get some.
Phil, I don't hate the Matt Breida comp. I
Yeah,
don't hate that.
Yeah, Breida. Yeah.
I like it, Phil.
Am I wrong here? Should he cut this inside?
I mean, first down markers right there.
Yeah, but if he cuts inside, he's going to get first down too. He makes an executive decision and goes 90 degrees right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the second time he's done that.
What's the situation here? Doesn't matter.
Down 21-0. It's Ohio State, of course, there.
Oh, it's not Indiana.
Penn State can't. They can't get
Hang with us? They
But,
get lucky like once every like
all
12
right.
years.
So what round do you think he's going in? Based on 2019. 2020 is gonna be big for him.
Yep.
Yeah. He's like a fringe day 2, day 3 guy for me right now. Like end of the 3rd, beginning of the 4th.
I got 3rd round on him. Yeah.
That's where I have him, 3rd round.
Okay.
Okay.
And,
So we're all
and this
pretty
thing,
close.
like, you see mine, like, I'm like negative. I just see him as a 3rd round guy. Like, you know, Henderson's there. I mean, 3rd round's the time when guys are like not.
They're not locked into a job, but they got a shot.
He's not a starter.
It
He's
gets you
like,
excited though. 3rd
compete.
round, like yeah.
but the problem with him, people are hyped. They watch a highlight tape and they don't watch that stuff. And you watch not leg drive, gets yanked down, bounces outside all the time.
Yeah. 2020 will be a big year for him. I think he's going to get the bulk of the carries, kind of how the end of the year started to play out for Penn State. Hopefully, Big Ten. It seems to be trending towards that they're going to play. Like Ohio State, they had shells on today practicing. I think it's yet to be announced. I think something's happening. They're going to end up playing. There's too much going on right now.
Thanksgiving or
Rumors.
something.
Yeah, too many people have been talking about it. I think it might happen before Thanksgiving. Dan Patrick said October 10th.
October 10th, yeah.
That's fine.
Whew, I love it.
If that's the case, they said they would still potentially be able to wrap everything up in time for the playoffs. So,
Yeah.
we'll see.
So, I mean, what are you guys doing with Journey Brown if you own him in Devy or C2C leagues? For me personally, I'm hanging on to him. I'm not moving him.
It depends. I mean, there's some hardcore truthers for Journey Brown.
Yeah, I think Brandon Lejeune has him as RB1.
Yeah, if it's somebody like that, yeah, I'm absolutely selling. But if it's selling at, RB5, RB6, no, I'd rather just hold and see what happens.
Yep.
Yeah, which is where I think he's going around.
But I think people, again, don't dive in. They watch highlight tapes and I'd sell. I think you get people that think, he could be Chris Johnson like.
Yeah, you sent him a little highlight test in that Memphis run. Here you go. Yep. Check out this dude. Yeah. Dude, I need to sell him now. I need to win now. We got some football on this week, tomorrow night. Whew. We got Central Arkansas on UAB at 8 p.m.
Spencer Brown, baby.
South Alabama and Southern Miss at 9. Should be.
UAB, they forgot about their program. They shut it down. Jordan Howard transferred to Indiana. Then they started their program up again. That's UAB.
We're not even done with our damn draft yet.
No, I drafted Spencer Brown.
Did you really?
I know.
What
just
round?
Recently, a few rounds ago.
Yeah, I was like, thanks. I mean, he'll stay next year. You kidding me? He's not going pro.
Yeah, you'll give that dude. He'll get the college production.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to start him this week.
I know.
Hey, don't look. I don't know if that look is at me or not. It better not be at me.
All right,
you're the grandpa drafter over here.
Yeah. So next week it sounds like we're gonna be doing Puka Williams and Javion Hawkins from Louisville.
Scatbacks.
So tune in next week, next Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. We'll be here. It'll be interesting to see what we do during the season this year.
Dibs his freshman year Oklahoma game for Puka. Dibs it.
Dibs.
That game was so fun.
Yeah. I don't know what game you're talking about.
You will.
Yeah. So, yep. Until next week, we are out of here. Thanks, guys.